Have your legs been feeling heavier lately, even though you're eating well and trying to stay active? You're not imagining it, and it's not just aging. What if I told you that some of the fruits you trust the most might be secretly draining the strength from your legs? Yes, the very fruits that sit on your kitchen counter right now, sweet, juicy, and healthy, could be quietly making it harder for you to walk, stand, or climb stairs without pain or fatigue. As we grow older, our bodies respond differently to natural sugars, acids, and certain plant compounds. What once energized you in your 30s may now trigger inflammation, poor circulation, or nerve discomfort, especially in your lower limbs. But here's the good news: you're not helpless. Once you understand which fruits are doing more harm than good, you can make smarter choices to protect your mobility and live pain-free. In this video, I'll walk you through 7 seemingly healthy fruits that might be silently sabotaging your leg strength and what you should eat instead. Let's start with one fruit that's often praised for its health benefits, but may be stirring up inflammation where you least expect it. 7. Mango, the sweet saboteur of joint health. Let's begin with a fruit that feels like sunshine in a bowl: mango. Soft, fragrant, and incredibly sweet, it's a favorite treat, especially during summer or in tropical fruit salads. But for seniors, mango might be doing more harm than good, even when eaten in small portions. Why? Because mango is a natural sugar bomb. A single medium mango can contain over 45 grams of sugar, more than most sodas. That's a huge spike in blood glucose, especially for people over 60 whose insulin sensitivity has declined. When your body struggles to process sugar efficiently, that sugar lingers in your bloodstream longer than it used to. The result? Inflammation, especially in the joints of your legs, ankles, and feet. Over time, this can lead to swelling, stiffness, fatigue, and even burning sensations in the lower limbs. And if you're managing prediabetes, diabetes, or neuropathy, mango's sugar content may irritate nerve endings, making symptoms worse. What's more, mango's creamy texture makes it easy to overeat. Unlike apples or berries, it's rarely eaten with fiber or protein, which could help slow the sugar rush. Instead, it hits your bloodstream fast, flooding your body with sweetness and leaving your legs paying the price. Many seniors report that after enjoying a mango, especially in the evening, they wake up with sore feet, heavy legs, or nighttime cramps. While it seems like a harmless indulgence, the truth is that this fruit could be contributing to your discomfort more than you realize. So before reaching for that mango smoothie or tropical fruit bowl, ask yourself, is the sweetness worth the slow erosion of your mobility and freedom? Keep watching, because what you're about to learn next may change the way you think about healthy fruit forever. 6. Green apples, a hidden source of discomfort. Green apples are often seen as the cleaner choice, crisp, tart, and refreshing. For many seniors, they feel like the responsible fruit, not too sweet, easy to carry, and packed with vitamins. But beneath that bright green skin lies a combination that may quietly be working against your legs and joints. The culprit isn't just sugar, it's malic acid, a natural compound found in higher amounts in green apples than in other varieties. While malic acid can support energy in small amounts, for older adults, especially those with joint sensitivity, arthritis, or fibromyalgia, it may become a hidden irritant. Over time, this acid can trigger inflammation, particularly in the hips, knees, and calves. Many seniors describe a deep, nagging ache in their thighs or lower legs after eating apples on an empty stomach. That discomfort is not always indigestion. It can be your body's way of saying, "This isn't helping." Green apples also contain natural sugars, and although the levels are lower than tropical fruits, they can still disrupt blood sugar balance when consumed without fiber or protein. These sudden fluctuations can interfere with circulation to your legs, causing fatigue, muscle tightness, or even nighttime leg cramps. What's especially tricky is that green apples are often eaten as a quick, healthy snack, alone, between meals, or even late in the day. That's when they may have the greatest impact, especially if your digestion is slower, or you're already dealing with stiffness or swelling in the lower body. You might not link your daily apple to the heaviness in your legs, but over time, the signs become harder to ignore. That morning tightness, that mid-afternoon ache, these are clues, and they're worth listening to. Because the truth is, not every healthy fruit fits every body, especially a body that's aging with care and wisdom. Stay with me. You'll want to hear what's next. 5 dots, dried fruits, a sweet trap for aging legs. They seem innocent, tiny, chewy, and packed with flavor. Whether sprinkled on cereal, tossed in a salad, or enjoyed by the handful as an afternoon snack, dried fruits like raisins, dried figs, and dates have earned a place in many seniors' daily routines. But while these fruits may appear nutrient-dense, they could be quietly working against your leg health. The problem lies in concentration. When fruit is dried, the water is removed, but the natural sugars remain, highly condensed. What once was a modest sugar level in a fresh grape becomes a sharp dose of fructose in a single raisin. And it doesn't stop there. Dates and figs, often labeled as natural energy boosters, can carry more sugar per bite than candy. For seniors, this sugar overload can be a silent threat. As metabolism slows with age, your body takes longer to process sugar. This leads to spikes in blood glucose, causing inflammation, increased fluid retention, and poor circulation, especially in the legs and feet. Over time, that adds up to soreness, tight calves, swelling in the ankles, and lingering fatigue after simple movements. Even more concerning, dried fruits are often consumed without noticing the portion size. A small bowl of raisins may contain the sugar equivalent of a full dessert, and yet it's rarely eaten with protein or fiber to slow down absorption. That means the sugar rush hits fast, and it hits hard. You may not feel the effects immediately, but your body remembers. That afternoon snack could be the reason behind your evening leg cramps or the heaviness that greets you each morning. So the next time you reach for that handful of dried fruit, pause. Ask yourself not just if it's natural, but if it's nurturing the life and movement you want to keep. There's more to uncover. Stay with me. 4 clementines, the acidic surprise in your fruit bowl. They're bright, easy to peel, and just the right size for a snack. Clementines, or small mandarins, are often seen as a symbol of health and vitality, especially during the winter months. For many older adults, a few slices with breakfast or a whole fruit after lunch feels like a refreshing, healthy habit. But for those over 60, the story isn't so simple. While clementines do provide vitamin C, they also contain high levels of citric acid and natural sugars that can pose subtle but serious problems for aging joints and muscles, especially in the lower body. For seniors already experiencing arthritis, bursitis, or morning stiffness, citric acid can act like a slow irritant, wearing down the already fragile cartilage in your knees, hips, and ankles. Over time, this leads to tightness, reduced range of motion, or that familiar locking up feeling after sitting too long. Add to that the hidden sugars, and you've got a double threat. Even without adding table sugar, these fruits can still lead to blood sugar fluctuations, which can trigger inflammation, fluid retention, and even nerve irritation in your legs. The result? That slight swelling around your ankles after lunch, or the unexplained ache when climbing stairs, might be connected to that juicy fruit you thought was harmless. And because they're small and convenient, clementines are easy to overeat. One turns into two, then three, especially when they're sweet and in season. But every extra bite adds more acid and sugar into your system, quietly fueling the cycle of stiffness, soreness, and swelling. It's not about fear, it's about awareness. What feels light and healthy can sometimes carry more weight than we realize. And as we keep uncovering the truth about fruits and aging legs, you may be surprised by what's still to come. 3. Grapes, a tiny fruit with a heavy price. They're bite-sized, delicious, and often labeled a heart-healthy snack. Grapes, whether red, green, or black, are a staple in many senior diets. They sit beautifully on cheese boards, mix well in salads, and feel like a safe choice when you're trying to eat lighter. But don't let their size fool you. Grapes are packed with fructose, a type of natural sugar that is processed differently than glucose. Instead of being used quickly for energy, fructose is metabolized in the liver, where it can be converted into fat and uric acid. And here's where the problem begins, especially for seniors with joint pain, gout, or circulation issues. Excess uric acid tends to settle in the joints, particularly in the feet, ankles, and knees. For many older adults, that innocent bowl of grapes can be the quiet trigger behind nighttime foot pain, burning toes, or morning stiffness in the knees. Even without a formal gout diagnosis, high fructose fruits like grapes can fan the flames of inflammation, making muscles and joints more sensitive, stiff, and slow to recover. Another hidden danger is how easy grapes are to overeat. Unlike a banana or apple, which you typically eat one at a time, grapes are mindless munching food, a few here, a few there, and before you know it, you've consumed the sugar of several servings. What's more, for those with slow circulation, the blood vessels in your legs are already under pressure. Flooding them with sugar can worsen swelling, slow nutrient delivery to your muscles, and cause that all-too-familiar heaviness when walking or standing. Grapes may look harmless, but for aging legs and sensitive joints, they might be whispering problems you haven't yet linked to your plate. Let's keep going, because what you learn next might shift the way you look at another favorite fruit, one that seems to quench your thirst, but maybe silently overloading your system. 2. Pears, the gentle fruit. That isn't always so gentle, soft, sweet, and easy to digest. Pears have long been seen as a senior-friendly fruit. They're gentle on the teeth, easy on the stomach, and often recommended for people with sensitive digestion. But when it comes to leg strength and joint health, even a fruit as seemingly harmless as the pear can bring unexpected consequences. The issue with pears lies in a subtle combination of sugar and fiber imbalance, especially when eaten alone or in large quantities. While pears do contain fiber, their high natural sugar content can still spike blood sugar if not paired with protein or fat. For aging bodies that process glucose more slowly, this can mean a surge of sugar, followed by inflammation and fatigue in the lower limbs. What's more, pears are often enjoyed as a light snack, in the morning, between meals, or even at night. But without balancing nutrients, the sugar hits the bloodstream quickly, leading to fluid retention, ankle swelling, and a strange sense of heaviness in the legs. For those already dealing with reduced circulation or mild neuropathy, pears can also contribute to that uncomfortable tingling in the feet or dull ache after sitting too long. You may not immediately connect it to your diet, but the body keeps score. Another concern? Pears can be quite cooling in nature. For older adults with cold conditions in traditional perspectives, like chronic joint pain, stiffness, or low energy, eating too many pears can feel refreshing at first, but may exacerbate deep-seated imbalances that affect mobility. None of this means you must eliminate pears forever, but it does mean paying attention to how your body feels after eating, even the fruits you've always trusted. And there's still one more fruit to examine, one that hides behind its soft texture and cheerful yellow skin, yet maybe quietly working against the strength in your legs. 1. Bananas. The comfort food that may be draining your strength. For many seniors, bananas feel like the perfect food, soft, easy to digest, full of potassium, and gentle on the stomach. They've long been trusted as a go-to snack for energy and muscle health. But what if this friendly yellow fruit isn't as innocent as it seems? As we age, our metabolism slows down, and our body's ability to process carbohydrates and sugars changes dramatically. Ripe bananas in particular are loaded with natural sugars and quick-burning starches that convert rapidly into glucose. This sugar rush leads to insulin spikes, followed by sharp drops that leave you feeling tired, heavy, or foggy, especially in your lower body. The impact doesn't stop at energy levels. These sugar fluctuations can narrow blood vessels, reducing circulation to the legs. That means less oxygen and nutrients reaching your muscles, which slows recovery and increases fatigue. If you've noticed your legs cramping more at night, or that your calves feel tight after a short walk, bananas could be playing a part. Another hidden issue is water retention. In some seniors, particularly those with heart conditions, bananas can cause the body to hold onto fluid, leading to swelling in the ankles and feet. This added weight makes it harder to move freely and increases the pressure on already sensitive joints. You might eat a banana thinking you're fueling your body, when in reality, it may be contributing to that aching feeling that creeps into your legs each day. Now, does this mean bananas are bad for everyone? Not necessarily. But for seniors dealing with joint pain, circulation issues, or energy crashes, bananas may not be the quiet helper you once believed. So what should you eat instead? Let's explore the fruits that truly support aging legs. Fruits that reduce inflammation, improve circulation, and bring comfort instead of discomfort. Now that you've learned which fruits may be quietly weakening your legs, you might be wondering, what can I eat instead? The answer isn't to give up fruit. Fruit is still a gift from nature when chosen wisely. The key is to focus on fruits that are low in sugar, rich in antioxidants, and known for their anti-inflammatory properties. These fruits don't spike your blood sugar or irritate your joints. Instead, they support circulation, soothe muscles, and strengthen your body from the inside out. Start with berries, blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries. These small fruits are packed with polyphenols that reduce inflammation and protect blood vessels, especially in your legs. They're gentle on your system and powerful in their healing effects. If you suffer from gout or joint pain, cherries may become your best friend. In moderation, they help lower uric acid levels, easing the sharp flare-ups that can steal your comfort. Looking for something creamy and satisfying? Avocados are a true superfood for seniors. Full of healthy fats, they help reduce swelling in joints and keep insulin levels steady. No sugar crashes here. And don't overlook papaya. With its natural enzymes, this tropical fruit supports digestion and relieves bloating and inflammation, especially helpful if your stomach feels sluggish or sensitive. Even pears, when eaten with a bit of protein or healthy fat, can be a gentle and sweet part of your day. without the blood sugar roller coaster. Because at this stage of life, every bite matters. Every food you choose is either feeding your strength or fueling your discomfort. So let today be the day you choose differently. Choose foods that love you back. Choose energy that lasts. Choose to stand taller, walk further, and live with ease. Every day of the year. If this video spoke to you, give it a thumbs up, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe to HealthVibe 365, your space for simple, science-backed tips to age stronger, not slower. And now, tell us in the comments, which fruit are you ready to say goodbye to? And which one will you embrace instead? Your insight might help another viewer make a life-changing choice today.